crying out for help. Praying to the Lord to guide my righteous step. I really learned a lot inside this Bible belt, but I ain't have no controls by how the cards were dealt. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Y'all welcome to the Mindset Podcast. I'm your boy Fella. To my left is Pop.
Yep.
And shout out to Brady. You know what I mean? A new season of Mindset Podcast. This is number 4 for us. You know what I mean? Man. Top of the year. Milestones.
For sure.
Feeling good, looking good, and we vibing.
For
and
sure,
we on
man.
the same mindset. As y'all can see, the scenery is a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
We stay trying to elevate what we got going on and push through to you know what I mean? Keep pushing.
Sure.
And I know if y'all been following us, y'all notice it's 3 of us usually up on here, but we kind of trying to switch up, change it up a little bit for the new year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bray, man. You already know. We definitely gonna, we gotta kind of find new ways to do things.
Yes, sir.
My boy got a great opportunity with his job.
Mm-hmm.
He's still gonna be with us, but he may not be in, all of the episodes, but we still gonna find a way to work him in.
Word.
And yeah, man. Me and Fella gonna hold it down till the end.
We gonna hold it down.
Yeah, man. New year, feeling good, feeling blessed.
Always,
blessed to be
man.
here, man.
Always.
Got a lot of topics to talk about too. So, how you feeling, boo?
I can't complain, man. It's like the holidays. You try to rush and squeeze everything into the holidays as far as gifts and family visits and end of the year. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to squeeze it into, whatever you want to make it. And then here comes the fresh new start of the fresh year. Everybody got different goals set up and different ways they want to move, or maybe the same ways they want to move, but more efficiently. You know what I mean?
Right.
We just enjoying it. And we just trying to push out the best contest we can push and really live the best lives we can live. You know what I mean? We're going to tap into that some more.
You got to take it one day at a time, man.
Word.
Set small goals. Set a checklist. Start chopping it down.
Yep.
Day by day, start chopping it down.
That's how it is, man.
For sure, man.
That's definitely how it goes.
For sure. Let's get into new music, man.
What you been hearing? What you been listening to, man?
Let's start it off, man. New music. A lot of new music already for 2022.
Yeah.
We right here at the end of January. Man, I'm loving what I'm hearing. There's been some dope projects put out already.
Definitely. And shout out to your review. Cause that you see the reviews, it makes you want to go back and tap into the album, even if you listen to it one time. And when you did Russ's album review, you know what I mean, Chomp 2, I dove back in and I loved it. I liked it even more than the first couple of times I listened to it.
Yeah.
He got some real good features on it, and that's what really took control, you know what I mean? When I was tapping in, I was like, damn, all his features really sound really good, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something crazy I found out today. My boy Manny, he know Russ.
Wow.
That shit crazy.
It's a small world.
He told me that today. I was like, damn.
It's a small world, B. It's a small world.
Said he went to school with him and everything. Like, they all hung in kind of like the same crew.
Wow.
I said, that's pretty dope,
what's up, man? Get some. We need to probably get some backstage tickets. You dig? On one of the shows.
Sure.
But that's just like with me with new music. Like I did that Nas Magic album review. You know what I mean? And the more you listen to it, the more you find tracks that you more familiar with, and tracks that you like more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to me, that's one of my albums. Pushing album of the year. That's you know what I mean. Everybody pushing something. I'm pushing that.
For sure. Shout out to Gunna too, man.
Word. We gonna tap into his shit too. Like, matter of fact, I want you, as far as new music, speak a little bit about Gunna shit because you did the album review. I mean, tell them what you liked about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I felt like you know what I'm saying, Drip season 4, forever. You know what I'm saying? I thought the album was dope. Definitely some really good production on there. You're gonna get the club vibes, a little versatility on there. You know what I'm saying? He's singing on some of the hooks. He's playing with his voice a little bit.
And that's that melodic shit we was talking about last year about with him. You know what I mean? One of the kings of the melodic sound right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Real.
I think he got a wave going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he sold pretty high too, like first week.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for that. You know, you're gonna get the dope the dope features. I think it sounds cohesive. It sounds like it's supposed to be together.
Yeah.
Some of the standout songs to me is let me think.
I could start off with the single. I'm glad they put this. That was a good single that they put.
It's
That
too easy. It's too easy. Definitely a joint. I personally like the one with Roddy Ricch the most. Then they come in for a show. Life of Sin.
Yeah.
You know I'm terrible with titles.
Word. That's why I'm jagging.
Life of Sin
right
is
now.
a joint. The joint he sampled John B.
Yep.
That's a joint.
That's a joint for real, for real.
For sure.
I like Living Wild.
Living Wild.
I definitely like Living Wild.
That's definitely another one.
South to West. That's a sneak on there.
For sure.
Flooded. You see what I'm saying? He got a few.
Anyway, Pete.
He got a few tracks on his joint. That's some sing along hooks. You know what I mean? That's catchy, and it works. You know what I mean? It works for him, and that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The production is outstanding. The beats is always, and I feel like the features when he sent them out and they hear the beat and he sent them to the artist he want them to throw a feature on.
Yeah.
These beats that they getting are so efficient, man. Like they sending good work back.
Yeah.
So that's why the songs is working, man, because they sound good. All his features to me sound good.
Yeah.
There's not one feature on it that I don't like.
You know what I'm saying? He got in-house producers too.
Yeah, yeah.
Turbo, Wheezy, and Metro.
Word.
Just to name a few. There's a bunch of different producers on here, but you know they kind of collab with probably one of them three. So yeah, he got a dope album.
I gotta mention that Dial On, my bad, because featuring Chris Brown and Blue and Young Blue.
That shit
and Breezy really went crazy on it. They all did good, but I like how Breezy flipped his shit on there. I think he got something new on the way too.
Yeah, for sure. I forgot to mention his artwork.
Oh yeah.
His artwork crazy, bro. That shit like some. It almost look like a statue, but it's like he iced out and everything. It's almost like glacier. Like, kind of got like a glacier feel. And a story that he told was he had already bought a piece from that artist, and he didn't know it at the time. And then he linked up with him to get his artwork done, and that's when he found out he had already owned one of his pieces. So I thought that was dope. Talk about that Wiz joint. Wiz got wings.
Wiz got wings, so he teamed up with Sledgerin again. And Wiz, Sledgerin, Cardo, they got some fire going on. It's more of it give you that feeling of I don't want to say. It give you that 70s vibe, especially with the artwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That artwork is swift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got the kind of anime kind of artwork.
Yeah,
that shit is dope. Even
it sound like the old Wiz to me. It sound like the early Wiz.
It sound like Cushion Orange Juice a little bit.
The early Wiz, but more polished. Like
yeah, you can say that. Yeah. You can say that. The early Wiz, and all of them. Because nigga Sledge, like I told you before, sometimes I just listen to Sledgeman beats by themselves when I'm just, you know what I mean, want something to hear. I don't even have to hear the rhymes. Yeah. But yeah, he got a good set amount of tracks on there. Yeah. Shout out to Wiz for that. I'm waiting to see if he gonna put more visuals out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
He seemed like, you know what I'm saying?
Letting it heat up and letting it build. Yeah. Yeah.
He was super creative, since his early days. Even the day-to-days, which is like a vlog of his whole career. Like I still watch him too.
He still got the late ones coming out?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I know he do that for his fans. Yeah. Shout out to that.
And that's why his fan base so solid too.
He do got a solid fan base. And then matter of fact, he has a track with Currency on there. His partner Currency. Yeah. That they always got good music. They always got good music together. But that shit really sound good.
Damn, I think Currency got some new shit out too.
Currency got some shit out every other week. You feel me?
Currency is
gonna
probably one of the hardest working cats.
Word. He gonna stay with some new
and he said he got into that, being with C Murder and them, being under Master P. Definitely. And being under Wayne at Cash Money. Yeah. Like them cats lived in the studio. Word, they did. So I mean, he's used to that. He's used to recording a lot. So I mean,
it's like you got the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah. Once you find that method and it works for you, put it out.
Put it out.
Put
it out. And while we're still speaking about Wiz, he got a couple tracks with Larry June, and I think them dudes right there sound real good together. They need to make a mix.
Yeah.
Make an album together, or at least a mixtape together. Just give us a little 6 track, you know what I'm saying, LP. You know what I mean? Son.
For sure.
For real, because
for sure
they got some good heat together.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And another new music I want to bring up is the Gangsta Grillz. My boy Jim Jones.
I ain't heard that yet.
Ooh, we set the trend.
It just came out, right?
Yeah, we set the trends.
I think I may have heard like one song.
DJ Drama, Jim Jones. The boy got maybe motherfucking 6, 7, 8 features.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that.
For
so
sure.
he put dudes on, and there's features from all over. I know he got some South features. Shout out to VL Deck. He got a feature from VL Deck. He got some West Coast features, and he got some. Of course, he got the East Coast features. And
yeah.
Jim is just keep on.
Got East on there.
Davies is on a couple tracks.
Yeah. They
locked in.
They locked in for sure.
Bobby boys for real. Him, Mano, Davies, they really make they vibing together for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get Jim was like, shit, fuck it, let me fuck with Drama. You know what I mean? He already got some with Drama before this, but it's like he bring his new energy. You know what I mean? And he got new cats that he's messing with. He's really upgrading them. And he just, setting trends. He been doing that shit forever. Setting trends with the clothes, setting trend with the bars. He set the balling trend. Come on, he just set trends.
I think he set the trend with the workout shit.
Setting trends with the workout. If you in case you didn't, shout out to that. Yeah. In case you missed it, his hashtag was it? In case you didn't, or in case you missed it.
For sure. Yeah.
But now he's just showing that you could be in your 40s and 50s and still, you know what I'm saying, work your body and mind. I mean, it's all about your mindset.
Just some other music to get into. Welcome to Loveland, Nick Grant. I played a little bit of that earlier, man.
Solid.
How you think the vibe was? Like, it's really on some funk shit, like some funkadelic type, old school, like Outkast vibes. Like, he definitely surprised me with this one.
That's that Southern playalistic Cadillac music revamp.
Exactly. It almost sound like some Texas shit too.
Word. It's a mix of a lot of shit for real, but he keeping it true and he keeping it going. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I think he was definitely in the pocket on that one. Everything sound consistent.
Word.
Cordae from A Bird's Eye View.
Shout out to that.
Solid. Another solid project.
Yep.
I feel like this project, he was focused a little more on the production than the actual bars. I'm not gonna say the bars weren't up to par, but I felt like he wanted to capture more of the feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He definitely got some personal tracks on there too.
Does he have a lot of tracks?
How many on there? It's 12 plus 2 bonus tracks.
Okay, that's good. That's good about right there.
He got one that C. Carter. That's probably one of my favorite songs on there. But yeah, all around solid project from Cordae. I know they kind of trying to clown him for doing 20,000 the first week.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's just certain shit, man, you don't need to pay attention to. Like,
nah, man.
It's a solid album, bro. He may not have the fame and the status yet. You know what I'm saying? That's all what album sales is. Like, it's a popularity contest. It's
until you get to listening to what's really behind the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like with him, he said he got such a good and bright young fan base.
Yeah.
That's just the first week. Yeah, that's just the first little week of it. Once they start tapping in and start to spread, that shit gonna glow and it's gonna grow up anyway. You know what I mean? So shout out to what he got going on. Another cat I want to mention is Berner. And he got a new tape. It's called Gotti, and shit is fantastic. He always has good production and beats. You know what I mean? I don't really know what he attributes that to. Like, it's just everything I've heard him on.
He been around Wiz a lot.
There you go.
I feel like he been soaking up game for a while.
And then he's definitely a part of the Smokers Club, one of the top members of the Smokers Club. So when you smoking vibe, you start feeling all that type shit. So
he made the cookies straight.
Yeah, I seen the interviews where he was talking about that joint.
Yeah, that's his shit. Shout out to Berner.
Shout out to that, because he getting the bag for that, and he getting a rapping bag. He getting a toy bag for that, and he getting a motherfucking bag for the herb. And,
I think he kind of maneuvered his way in, like, he be serving all the rappers.
So it's like
they already had a relationship, so it's like
I got the herb, you got the tracks type shit.
I rap now. let me jump on.
Yeah,
at least one of these joints.
Word.
Yeah, he built them relationships, man.
But nah, he got a good 19 tracks on there, and it's good money. It's definitely worth a listen. And I play it more than one time if I was you. You know what I mean? Just to catch that vibe.
For sure.
One of my favorite songs, period. Just favorite songs anyway, is him, Berner, and Currency. World Is Mine. That shit right there is so crazy.
I think you might have played that one for me.
I probably have, but you know, just that shit. It's got a vibe to it. It got a vibe to it. And they doing their thing. So shout out to Berner for that. Y'all should definitely tap into that. Berner, Gotti. You feel me?
For sure, man. I also like the Kanye and Game track. Easy. I've been getting mixed reviews about it though.
Yeah.
Some people say Kanye ain't coming hard enough. Some people say Game ain't coming hard enough. I personally like the track. Like, I thought they was both getting some shit off on there.
Right.
And it's good to see Kanye in a light where he talking shit again.
Exactly.
Like, I think that shit refreshing.
Yeah, it is.
He stepped away for a minute.
Word.
He been on his gospel vibe, which I can't knock that either. So
right. So it's still music. He was just touching with the gospel. Yeah. And now it's time to resurface. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of is that song a Kanye track or a Game track? Because speaking of Kanye, he's dropping.
It just say the Game and Kanye.
Okay, yeah, but Kanye is dropping because Game is dropping new music too, and Kanye is definitely dropping Donda too. He already confirmed it. Yeah. Executive produced by Future, and I think that shit is gonna be something stupid and something epic. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So shout to that. So remember we was talking about we had an episode when we was talking about Donda before. Donda and Drake album.
It was the Mindset Weekend.
It was the Mindset Weekend episode. Donda and Drake. We was talking about some of the songs that got left off the first Donda. Maybe they would do a deluxe. Maybe they would, you know what I mean? What they gonna do with those songs? Yeah. This is what they doing with those songs. Put them on that. But of course they got new songs circulating because executive produced by Future. So I know Future threw his motherfucking speedball on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And shout out to Andre 3 Stacks for that. Yeah. Hell of a verse he put on there.
That was dope. I hope that's on part 2.
I do too.
I believe it. I know it is on part 2. It gotta be. People been asking and requesting for that joint.
Right. They say that shit leaked.
What was the controversy behind that shit?
They say it leaked, and they didn't really like the way that it leaked because it was such a monumental song. Right. Because Andre 3000, whose mom has also passed. Wow. And you know what I'm saying? They thought the weight of the song was too heavy for it to just be leaked that way. Yeah, yeah. And I can agree with that. Like, that shit was crazy when I first heard it.
Word. I did hear it and I loved it too. I loved you know, Andre's just something special, man. The man is gifted, so if he want to ever get back in the bag, just rapping bag, he can jump back in that shit whenever, you know what I mean? But he's still for the culture. He's still, you know what I mean? He's still out here. He's still making moves, but he's making it his own way. Yeah. Silently making moves. You ain't always got to be on the front page with it, on the front screen with it. Right. But Kanye's Donda 2 is dropping February 2nd. So it's 2/2/22. Like what do you expect from that?
I think it's gonna be more spiritual. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, executive produced by Future now.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. So he gonna have he got a big amount of input in it too. Yeah.
I don't know. If you sit and think about it, I think it could be like a like Donna was more of a more reflective, like reflection. Right. I think this one could be like the total opposite. It's kind of like the turn up, like the celebration for his mom. Ooh. I kind of like that idea. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I think it would be total opposite, especially executive produced by Future.
Word.
Future want that bounce.
Yeah, he wanted to turn them guys out here.
Yeah.
And
sure.
that makes good sense, man. He mourned it. He mourned on the first album. Yeah. Maybe this is the celebration of her life, like the celebration of. Because I'm sure when Kanye was getting in the industry, they had long talks about this or that. I'm sure she was, you know what I mean? Yeah. He said his time with her was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Special. So I'm sure she was putting him on a little game about this and that when it comes to what he was pursuing. So yeah. Shout out to even for coming with a second album. You know what I mean? Because
one thing I want to mention too. Man, I had a little cousin pass away recently. What's crazy is when we first walked, I was a pallbearer.
Okay, right.
When we first walked in the funeral home, we hugging people, shaking hands, whatnot, seeing a lot of family members that we ain't seen in a minute. And when they called the pallbearers up, they called us up, make sure we had our masks, whatnot. Word. We looking into the church. Because we had to walk in first.
Okay.
And Kanye was playing, bro.
Wow.
Like they had, is it Jesus is King? Jesus is King album.
Okay, yeah.
The one before Donda.
The one before Donda, yeah. That's when he first jumped back out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like the gospel.
Word.
They had that whole album playing at his funeral.
Wow.
So, just a message to Kanye, if you ever see this, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You definitely inspire a lot of us.
Right.
And for them to play that at my cousin's funeral, it meant a lot to me. And it shows me that hip hop moves in a lot of ways.
Facts, man.
So shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Definitely facts, man. Definitely facts. You never know. That's why I like the fact that people, artists having 14, 15 tracks on their album, or even 12 plus, because not everybody likes track number 5, but they'll find a track on there that they do like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or they'll find multiple tracks on there that they like. So,
yeah,
music is a healing mechanism and all that. So,
for sure.
I mean, this is growing. It's here with it. We're here with it, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what else new? Anything else new on top of your mind?
I'm not sure if this came out the end of last year or early this year, but the Big Boy Sleepy Brown project.
End of last year.
That shit dope too.
Definitely is. I'm glad you brought that up.
Definitely a vibe, man. I think when people mention Outkast, they always sleep on Big Boy for some reason. And Sleepy Brown accompanies him well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's dope to hear them collab on the whole project.
Definitely is.
Hell yeah, that shit was refreshing, man.
That lets you know legends never die. Like,
fact. You
can't put a date or age on great music.
Fact.
That's a good example of them, you know what I mean, doing what they do, because it's a whole vibe. Go listen to, don't just listen to one track. Go listen to the whole album at least one time.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to say like, damn, man, I've been missing out. You know what I mean?
I think they be performing a lot too.
Yeah. You don't like that show money, you hear me?
Right.
You don't like that show money.
That's what they bring that.
Real shit. I got it. Before we move on, I got to give a shout out to French Montana. You know what I'm saying? They got amnesia. My boy Pop put me on a little short movie. I want to say it's a short movie. You say a short movie. It's a real short movie, but
he took 17 minutes.
Like 17 minutes. He took like 4 videos and blended them together with the storyline.
Yeah.
Shit was fire. You know what I mean? I seen some shit I didn't think French was capable of.
That shit when he was in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
That shit hard, bro. When I first seen it, I said, "What? I bet Boog ain't seen it."
I had it up, but I ain't seen it. But I like the shot where he got to the top of the building and he was on he was on that type of shit. Yeah,
that shit hard too.
But yeah, that's what that's the best thing about it. Like, it ain't necessarily reinventing yourself, but you always wanna. There's so much music getting put out here on the daily.
You want to make an impact.
You want to make an impact, even if you're a vet in the game. Like, you still want to make the impact because you got people they got amnesia. It's probably French Montana's 7th major project. Probably you would say around there. It's people who don't even know none of his music beforehand. So you always got to put a different effort for it for your new viewer, your new listener. You dig it? He doing it. He papered up already. It ain't about the money. It's about the art by this point. You know what I mean? Still got good music to put out. Put it out.
For sure.
Let the art keep growing.
For sure, man.
So shout out to French for that. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, for sure. But let's get into some of these personalities that's stating their opinions, but influencing how some of the newer artists are recording and putting out their music. Like, you know, you got people like Joe Budden, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe, by the way.
Right.
You know, shout out to everybody, really, academics. Who else would you say? Maybe anybody really that got like
your boy Marlon
Rory.
He used to work with Joe.
Yeah.
You got $1 million worth of game. You know, all the live amazing guys who's music outlets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the DJs too. So this is like how is social media changing their way or changing their prospect of, you know what I'm saying, putting out the new music and getting people to vibe to what's going on.
Yeah.
And I definitely think it's changing, man. I
feel like some of the older cats are just not in tune with how these young cats recording, you know.
Yeah.
But it's gonna keep being that way. Like everybody kind of has a bitter bone in their body. like let's say if somebody says something about, that's not a good example.
You had something crazy in your mind, nigga.
Let's say somebody says something about who's a young cat kind of tearing shit up. I don't want to say about Dirt.
Okay, about Dirt. Okay, yeah.
NBA young boy too.
Right.
They don't like the way they record, or they don't like the way they put so much violence in their music. A part of that is, don't get me wrong, everything is open for critique. It's art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's supposed to be talked about.
Right.
But that little bit of hatred or your opinion is going to keep that many more people from listening to that artist, I feel like. And I think that's wrong in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kind of make your own opinion.
Don't get me wrong, I do it too. Music people, we're sensitive.
Yeah.
So we kind of go hard with our opinion.
Yeah.
You know, kind of try to make the next person feel like us.
Right.
So it's like
about the music you're passionate about.
Yeah,
word.
And you know, with the advances in technology, bro, they ain't gotta record like us. They can punch everything.
Yeah.
And it still sound like one fluid verse. Mm-hmm. So it's like there's different ways of going about it now.
It is, man. And I feel like you know, just speaking about earlier, an artist who does a good job at doing that is Jim Jones. There's plenty more others, but just speaking about him because he's been in a couple different decades of music, and he caught on to, okay, this is how music is getting pushed out now. This is how they doing it. Let me jump it up and do it. Jump in there too. You know what I mean? Sort of what Jay-Z was doing back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
When he seen it, the shift in 04 and 05, he was like, oh, okay, now I got to let me pedal with that crowd and see what's going on and extract what I can extract out of there and push my music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the DJs get tied into this type of talk too, because think about it. You go on TikTok, right? It's trendy songs. And you know what I mean? The views is up for those little songs, no matter how long they get played. You hear that shit, you like, damn, that shit sound alright. That shit sound decent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna use that song to play at my club. Say I'm a DJ. I'm gonna use that song to play at my nightclub when I go to work, you know what I mean? Or I got the dancers up there. You know what I'm saying? So they picking songs that's just really content grabbers for the social media. You know what I mean? People want to do their own skits and want to do their own shit, but they're playing these songs. So you're gonna grab these songs and play at the club,
right? Rather
than going on to somebody's album and getting your own playlist together to put out your own shit. So it's crazy, man. But it is how it's moving today, and it's what's going on.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. So, like, what you think are some of the good things you could take away from that? Since music is moving so fast, you really ain't even got time to sit down and concentrate on a whole body of work, for real.
There's so much music coming out, man. It's kind of hard to keep up with, like, cause I'm one of them cats. I want to listen to everything, even if I don't like it. I want to hear it.
He definitely one of them cats for real.
Like, it's so hard to keep up with, man.
Yeah.
But one of the good things about it, I think, there's always an opportunity to win somebody over.
Yeah.
Young guys, if you hearing this, you know what I'm saying, young artists, keep doing you, man. Yep. They gonna realize, like, this shit is constantly evolving.
Yep.
You know, back when we was younger, you know what I'm saying, I always paid homage to the older guys.
Yeah.
But I bet then they were looking at some of us like, damn, this shit changing. But it went from like the pioneers of hip hop to like, boom. Now it's like we making money off this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And some of the older guys are a little bit jealous.
Yeah,
because
definitely
these young niggas getting big bags, big old bags,
glacier bags,
and I always hear them talking about how these niggas afford these private jets and taking all these flights. Nigga was like, where y'all getting this bread from? Like, I heard Method Man talking about this shit. Like, I don't know, man. It's interesting though.
It's definitely interesting. You feel me?
I think a lot of old heads, like, let's say, for instance, somebody like Snoop, always paying homage to the young guys, trying to build them up. And doing a lot of collaborations with them. Yeah. You gotta get in the studio with these dudes.
You gotta get in the studio
have
with
conversations with them.
Yep.
Even like what J. Cole did with Lil Pump.
Exactly.
I had the interview with him. Cats like Jay Prince. Jay Prince took Honeycomb Brazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. An old head nigga that's been in the game for years, that's a well-respected name. Take a young, wild nigga like Honeycomb Brazy that's always, you know what I'm saying, getting into some trouble type shit. They meshed together. And they put some joints out. Yeah. Unfortunately, Honeycomb Brazy ended up getting in trouble again. I think sent him to prison, but you know what I'm saying? More stuff like that needs to happen.
Right. You know, and then sometimes you can't it's hard to explain that when fans are asking you, they following up on what you was putting together. Like, I'm sure they went to Jay Prince was like, what happened with Honeycomb, or what happened with you was trying to, are y'all still doing this, or y'all still doing that? Yeah. Trouble comes and fans come and try to disrupt what you got going on. I mean,
for sure.
These new artists, they got so many cameras in their face, right? Yeah. So it's like gossip.
We're in the media area.
The media area. That's exactly a good way to label it.
Media era.
It's the media era because gossip flows. Okay, back 10, 15 years ago, gossip was flowing through magazines, and you'll catch it flowing on the internet, but not as rapid and not as fast. You know what I mean? Now, I promise you, I seen something. Was it somebody made a diss track, somebody passed, or it was something that's happened sudden, and within matters of minutes, it was up for everybody to comment on and share. And that's another thing, speaking on this topic, like, artists are starting to learn that, oh no, let me rephrase it. Artists are starting to get frustrated with fans and commenters on their social sites. Yeah. And you can't do that. It's like, it's gonna happen. Motherfuckers gonna say dumb shit. Motherfuckers gonna say good stuff, give you good feedback and bad feedback. You know what I mean? But
man, I just recently heard some crazy shit about Ari Lennox.
Okay, what's up?
She trying to retire.
I mean, who's stopping her?
I think she said something, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to the likes of like, she's getting tired of these misogynistic men. Yeah. Like, comment on her posts, but like posts and music. Yeah. But you making like sexual references in your music. Like,
what you think you gonna?
You putting it out there. You know what I mean?
Like, be real. Like
we feeding off of you.
Be real. And to all you, okay, now it's a thing now. to be a social figure, right? And have a whole heap of followers and a whole heap of people commenting and, just following your wave. Now, when it's like that, you cannot be mad when that bad press comes back.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They're happy to what? Ari Lennox, that's her name? That's her last name? She's gaining the attention, right? You know what I'm saying? Putting on for her followers, so she's speaking freely and fucked around and clipped her bag. She clipped the bag with Rihanna because you want to speak freely and man, this is yeah. Yeah, it's cool. You can do all that, but just watch the platform you're doing it on. Because I guarantee you,
that nigga said he
Riri ain't give her no text message or heads up before she motherfucking zoomed out on her face call. You dig?
Yeah.
So it's like you really gotta watch what you're really saying to your fans because you don't know who's watching for real. And
that's right.
Some of these topics are. We're gonna tap into that too. Some of these topics are emotionally spun. They're tight. The window is tight when it comes to just hurting somebody else. The window is real tight. You never know what side of the window you on, or what side of the spectrum you on. So, that ties into mental health. Like
it does.
Like you know what I mean?
It definitely does. But one thing I can say, cell phone.
This device right here. Woo.
That shit get too heavy. Turn this bitch off.
Turn it off. It got a switch.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
You can even disable comments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's many ways.
But it's so many people. There's so many people that glorify the comment. You feel what I'm saying? They glorifying that feedback. They can't turn it off. And it's like you could beg for the views. Not saying beg on your hands and knees, but you could. It's a lot of Instagram models on there. They look good. They really want the feedback. They want the views. They want the comments. They want that blue star, that blue check, right? That's what they call it. They want that blue check. But
some of them fake.
When it comes,
some of them fake.
Some of them fake. But when it comes, and you got to be able to handle what's being said in these comments and what's being said and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes with it.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that social media has done is giving everybody a voice.
Yeah, it's giving everybody a voice.
Like,
yep.
I mean,
that's kind of one of the worst things about it.
Yeah.
True. Everybody feel like they got something to say, and
they definitely got something to say.
They got something to say, and it might not even be truthful. Just anything to grab somebody's attention.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
that ain't the move. That ain't the wave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like
that's fair.
But that's just the world we live in. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Rappers and singers now, when you move and create music, we got to find a better organic way to do it. You know what I mean? Stop just basing all your shit off social media and just recording about that. That's mainly what we talk about in this topic.
Yeah.
It's artists basing all their music and all their content off of the way social media is moving right now.
Right.
Instead of doing it more organically.
Right.
That's really what we on.
Yeah,
you feel me? So
I agree, man.
Yeah, man. It's just a different mindset about it. Just tapping in.
For sure.
You know how we do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let's keep it bouncing.
Awards. I honestly didn't know they had like awards for the XXL, but just kind of looking through social media, you know, we seen a few posts of some artists that had won. One being, I think Blast won an award, so it was dope to see that. Maybe like best new artist, but just to name some of the awards, like Artist of the Year, Doja Cat, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye West, Nas, Tyler the Creator, and NBA YoungBoy.
Now, before you name the winner of that, just throw your opinion out there. Who would you pick for that category?
I think Nas had an incredible 2021.
That's a fact.
I think he reached a milestone in his career.
Right.
You know, getting a Grammy with Hit Boy.
Yep.
Tyler the Creator as well.
Shout out to that. It was creative.
Creative. I think his album was super dope.
I think all of them was dope, but to me, I would have went with J. Cole. as far as the winner for that, which they went with Drake. And I just think that comes from, he had way more, radio play, and he had more.
You said that though, like.
Yeah, the radio play it won the battle with that because Cole takes a different approach when he does that. You know what I mean? But and that's the vibe. That's the vibe for this time around. You got songs that get repetitive, and you start singing over and over and over. That's why I gotta give another shout out to the Gunna album. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got Too Easy. That shit is a good radio joint. It's a good club joint. It's gonna play over and over.
Yeah.
For the album, he laid out proper preparation, preventing all the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For all the poor performance.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing it precisely. You niggas was preaching precisely.
Yeah.
And that shit worked. He pushed that P. And that P, that's some sing-along shit. And another reason why I like that is because different artists, they gonna take that beat and make their own song to it. They've been doing that. That shit for the culture. You know what I'm saying? I love when they do shit like that.
You know who I want to hear do it?
Who?
This shit might shock you.
Who that?
Papoose. Papoose gotta go on there.
The Alphabet King, the Alphabet boy for real. The good.
You gotta go crazy on the P's on this shit.
Yeah. He will too.
That shit'll go viral in today's time.
I bet he do one.
That shit'll go viral in today's time.
But I think that's what played along when it came to the Artist of the Year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to me, out of all these right here, Cole had the best album of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the offseason.
But you got, Kanye heated it up like towards the end of the year.
He did.
With basically his rollout for his album, doing sellout concerts. NBA Youngboy, who is young. Everybody don't agree with his content, but he's consistently putting up numbers. He's killing it on YouTube.
Word.
every month. Like, he's the highest streaming artist, even when he was in jail.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I wouldn't throw it to him. Just because everybody else in the category got good music too,
and he was away for a minute.
Yeah. So I mean, it lacks his performance. You know what I mean? He didn't get to sell it that way.
Right.
And not saying like you said, he ran up all the numbers, but we give him an award out. You know what I mean? Give it to somebody who earned it in all the ways. So,
and Doja Cat, to me, I mean, I still feel like she kind of new, or she's new to me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know a ton of her work.
Right.
I should probably get familiar though.
Yeah.
I know she fine as hell. I know that.
I can snuggle with her a little bit.
She got a little wagon.
I can snuggle.
She got an egg.
A little snuggle. I seen her and French was getting close. I don't know if that's a friendship or that's a French, what that is, huh?
You know what I mean?
I don't know what that is, but hey, that was the Artist of the Year. But moving on to Album of the Year, like you said, if she's nominated for Artist of the Year, shit, throw her album in there. Doja Cat, Planet Her.
Yeah, these are all the same artists, really.
All the same, except for Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah.
And shout out to Moneybagg Yo. I listened to his album.
That was an incredible album.
Word.
I'm glad he put that in there.
He threw that money sauce on it. But I would have gave it to King Disease too, to be honest.
I think so too.
If I'm just judging, you know what I mean? Drake Certified Lover Boy, to me, that's not even one of his best albums. It was like, I know we spoke on it before. I don't think it was his worst, but it wasn't one of his best. Right. And I just think, again, they just throwing that album out there because of the spins and because of the influence it has on the listeners. I mean, shout out to what he got going on. But damn, you know what I mean? Do some different kind of, you know what I mean? Really, who's pitching their opinion for these? Come on now.
Yeah.
Who pitching their opinions for these?
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? With it being XXL, I thought it would be a little more authentic, and cater more towards the actual lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which Drake can go to, don't get me wrong.
Definitely can.
He winning off this other shit. You know what I mean?
Word.
This way too sexy and shit. But yeah, word. Man. That's Album of the Year. Song of the Year. I thought this was total bullshit.
They got a lot of different joints up in here.
I mean, Every Chance, DJ Khaled. I don't even like that record. Like, I know Baby is big, Lil Baby is big, and
so is
Dirt is extremely flaming right now.
Word.
He on everybody's song.
You know what won that though?
I don't like that song.
The Spokesman. Khaled, the ultimate spokesman.
Yeah.
He done screamed he done screamed it to the death. he you know what I mean? He's bound to win something. And then those were two of the hottest artists of the year. Lil Baby and motherfucking Lil Durk. So
facts.
Them two on the song together. And then they had to shout out to Voice of the Heroes, you know what I mean? That was a fire tape. Yeah. So man, I'll give him an applause for that. Song of the year. Okay, I throw it to him.
I think Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah, you said that shit earlier. Time today. That got a lot of spins. Yeah. Motherfuckers made time for real.
That was a huge song. I ain't gonna say it was a breakout song for him, but it was a song that stuck around a little longer than it should have.
Word.
You know what I mean? The boy definitely put in some work on that.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so they also had Tyler Creator in that category, and they had Polo G in that category. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, fucking with Polo G. So for him to be in that category, it shows he still got some more growth, you know what I mean? He gonna hit some pointers coming up. Kanye, you know, same shit. So yeah, shout out to Cali. He got that shit. He spoke up for it. Sure. Male rapper of the year. They got a hot little seven people list on here. Yeah. Drake, Cole, Kanye, Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, Nas, Tyler the Creator. I mean, that's a toss up. That's a toss up too. Yeah. Male rapper of the year. You know what I mean? They each could have got it, but I would have gave it to Lil Baby as they gave it to him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He was fucking shit up.
He had a hot year.
Steaming the features. Every feature you heard him on, he steamed it.
He got a steam blower.
You feel me? So and he the voice of the young niggas. The voice of the, you know what I mean? He a hero to the young niggas. So they listen to him. He doing his thing. He running his bag up. Shit.
Crazy influence, man. A lot of young dudes trying to mimic his sound too.
Word. I mean, they inspired. You know what I mean? What could you say? Yeah. You feel me? They inspired.
Facts, man.
Female rapper of the year. Mm-hmm. Which one of them you got a crush on first?
Out of this crew, I'm gonna say, shit.
One of them sweet.
Get out of here. I'm gonna say, I don't know, boy. Probably Saweetie.
You like Saweetie? I thought you like Lotto, man. You like playing that Lotto.
I like all these motherfuckers.
Word.
I don't really like Coy though. That's you.
Yeah, shout out to Coy.
Coy look like a little boy.
Shout out to Coy, baby. If you watching this, baby, But nah.
I really don't think Meg that fine.
Cardi B, Coyle Ray, Doja Cat, Lotto, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Saweetie. I mean, these last 2 or 3 years, you could easily throw it to Meg. She always doing her thing, busting ass. And I wanna give her a shout out because I was talking to Pop early and I was like, yo, who does she sound like? Who does her rhyme pattern and her voice and her cadence and you know what I mean, where she coming from, how she pushing her delivery and shit, how she rocking her shit, who it sound like? Yeah. And I was like, shit, that's Bun B. That's a female version of Bun B for real. And
they could be working together behind the scenes.
They both from the same state. They both repping Texas, you know what I mean? Yeah. But she's a female Bun B to me. Yeah. The way she give it off, and I'm fucking with her, but she ain't get the award this year. Saweetie, you know, any of these girls can get it. It's a toss up for these girls too, but Saweetie,
rap wise though,
yeah, she on some rap, mix a little pop, a little something. You know what I mean? This female rapper of the year, I believe Lotto should have had a stronger case with that.
I think Lotto can out rap everybody on here.
Yeah, well, I won't say Nicki.
Not Nicki.
I wouldn't say Nicki or Meg. She battling with them.
She over Meg.
Nah, she not over Meg.
Man, I don't know why you hold her so high.
She's bad. She can rap. She can rap. Lotto can too though. I fuck with Lotto. And Lotto been putting it in since Jermaine Dupri days. You know what I'm saying? Really.
And Lotto ain't gotta just say a 6.
But she mainly do though.
Cause she look good.
It's hardcore sex.
Cause she look good, but
they all look good.
She ain't got her ass out on every video.
Make on most time it is out. Real shit.
I mean,
they all out. From the sweetness of Saweetie ass, that's out. Coyle Ray, her little tight ass out. Cardi B, that's my girl from the Bronx. Shout out to Cardi B from the Bronx, baby. But
Jenny from the block, huh?
Cardi from the block. But Doja Cat, she's like a rapper, pop singer type, rapper, pop star type shit. So she ain't all the way hardcore rap, but they want to give it a water. That's on the debate for them. I mean, I would have gave it to Lotto or Meg. I would have did it. I would have gave it to Lotto or Meg.
Yeah.
So this year I would have gave it to Lotto. You know, a lot of her influence stepped up a lot this year, 2021. So that's female rapper of the year. Best new artist of the year. This is what you was talking about with your boy Blast. So go ahead and speak on that category and see what we got.
Yeah. So the category has Blast, Cordae, Flo Milli, ESTG, Marais, Pooh Shiesty, and 4-2 Dub.
4-2 Dub. They got it now. That's a tight window right there.
Yeah.
Best new artist. A lot of numbers fire.
I learned something like we always say 42 Dub.
It's 4-2 Dub.
4-2 Dub.
So he should have put a 4-2 Dub.
He should have put a 4-2 apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
He's 4-2.
Oh, he doing off his height. Nah, he ain't. You wildin'. Nigga wildin'. Talking about his height.
Nigga is 4'2". Yeah,
talking about his height.
Caught that nigga beefing with a nigga at the bowling alley. That nigga like, nigga.
Hey, but you know, he got niggas to put hands on niggas. So, but now,
get touched.
Shout out to Flo Milli. That's a new artist in Alabama. I've been rocking with her for a minute.
I ain't familiar with her.
Yeah, she definitely got that hype vibe, and she intense. She bringing it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
ESTG. That's my kind of like a street cat from Kentucky.
He on the up and rise. He on the come up. Yeah.
Signed with Gotti them, right?
Yeah, he signed with Gotti and them. He came out. I think he started fucking with Jack Harlow when he first came out. They from the same. Yeah. Little, you know what I mean? They from the same around the same area, but he definitely got bars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ripping on all and other tracks. Yeah. So I'm fucking with him. He could have grabbed that shit. I think Pooh, his little situation, his trouble situation, kind of handled his award snatching. Yeah. But cause I'm sure he had more music to put out. Yeah. You feel me? So. Yeah. And like you said, your boy 4-2. Yeah. He just happy he ain't going broke like Jock. You feel what I'm saying? He keeping that money up. He ain't really worried about, but he had a nice little album too. Y'all go check that out. It got like 18, 19 tracks on it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all go check that 42 out. I can't get the name off top, but they gave it a blast, and Pop put me on the blast last year. And he is a solid artist, you know what I mean? West Coast artist. Really versatile, yeah.
He tearing up the West Coast, man. Yeah. Like, his sound, you know, he produced all his own joints too. I really think that's how he got on. But yeah, very versatile, collab with a lot of different artists. Of course, he kind of keeping it LA though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He collabing with a lot of cats from LA.
Shout out to I fuck with LA. You know, shout out to Paloma 4 from LA. That's my baby. Shout out to her. Oh, yeah. I always give a shout out to P4.
That's how you feeling?
I'm pushing P. Yeah, P4, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a little quick LA shit. Go ahead though. You know?
But yeah, man. Blast definitely put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Countless hits. He got a lot of shit. So very deserving of that.
Yeah. Shout out to Blast.
Artist of the year.
Yep.
You got Lyricist of the year.
Lyricist of the year. One of my favorite categories.
Hell yeah. Mine too.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
That's your boy at the top. Shit. I gotta tap into him a little bit more.
Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
Definitely dope. Repping TDE. You know that fool from Chattanooga.
Oh wow.
Tennessee, like he right up the road. J. Cole, Lil Baby, Nas, Tyler the Creator, Vince Staples,
Westside Gunny.
I'm happy to see Gunna on
I know, that's your boy.
I'm happy to see Gunna on
I fuck with Butcher from that camp. I fuck with all of them, but I rock with Butcher heavy, but they all got lyrics. They got some lyricists on here, you know what I mean? Tyler the Creator, I call him the master creator, you know what I mean? He does his weird shit at the best, highest level. He got fans out the ass, so niggas ain't really fucking with him as far as niggas can't really fuck with him, put it like that. That's what I meant to say. He got it going on.
He producing, he
creating shit. You know how, with Nas, y'all go check out that Magic album review, you know what I'm saying, Mindset on the Mindset Podcast ATL channel. But I did that shit because he's such an amazing lyricist, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I love the way he went all these generations to still doing his shit how he want to do it.
Yeah.
So shout out to Nas, you know, King. He got the King disease.
Yeah.
He magical, you dig? Lil Baby, he my favorite new nigga out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as niggas coming up, so his lyrics is crazy. Niggas catching the beat. Any beat you put him on, he catching it. Any feature he on, he catching that shit.
Yeah.
And but it went to the deserving winner, in my opinion, because the off season is letting off a lot of flames and shit. As y'all can see in the background, the hoop and the gold is burning because the niggas tearing it up. The tracks, you know what I'm saying? It's spicy. Yeah. Shout out to J. Cole for winning the Lyricist of the Year because he's a lyricist, bro, and it's fire.
For sure. Isaiah Rashad, you know what I'm saying? He's another dope artist. Still kind of young, still like on the rise, trying to get out there a little more. Had a dope album called last year called "The House Is Burning." Word. That's definitely worth the listen. Vince Staples is another artist I'm kind of really hadn't tapped into yet. Like, I've heard a few songs, but I'm not really familiar with his catalog.
That's how I feel.
I'm more familiar with like some of his interviews.
Yeah, that's crazy, but that's true.
Well-spoken dude.
Yeah. West Coast.
Got a lot of respect for him.
What part of the West Coast he from? Is it LA or?
I want to say LA, but I don't think that's quite right.
No, it's from the West Coast, so it's somewhere in the West. Yeah. So shout out to Vince. Producer of the Year. You know what I mean? It's never hands down, really.
Right.
But
it kind of was.
Shit is crazy. Boy. Some nigga making hits in this category for real. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hitting it up.
A lot of respect for Cardo.
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of got introduced to Cardo fucking with Wiz and them.
Definitely.
He definitely got a distinct sound.
Yep. That's the main thing I love about him.
He well known for that cowbell.
Yeah. He got a distinct. He got that distinction down pat. You know what I mean? And that's what, as a producer, shit, you should want to have that.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Kanye, of course, he could be in that category every year.
For sure.
When he really on it. Shout out to the Alchemist. A lot of people you don't know about him, but he did a lot of work for the Northeast artists. You know what I mean? Anywhere from Now Deep to Jadakiss, Sheet Loose, and all of them. Jadakiss, Deluxe, Sheet Loose, Styles P. A lot of artists really in New York. You know, MOP. Really, he was really Prodigy's personal producer. You did when Prodigy was still alive. RP to Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? But Tyler the Creator, we were just talking about him. He producing his ass off on whatever he want to do.
Yeah.
Weezy doing this shit. You hear him on a lot of the artists who's blowing up in the South. You know what I mean? But of course he moves around and does his thing.
Yeah. Kind of doing a lot with Gunna.
Yeah.
Gunna new album.
Definitely.
He rocked with Lil Baby a whole lot.
Yep.
It's kind of like a whole crew of them. I feel like they kind of just stick together.
I think
Weezy, Weezy, Metro Boomin, and Turbo.
Okay, yeah.
And then YC, damn, he produced that I know with my dog. Is it Pooh Shiesty and Dirt? Damn, what's the name of this?
I'm not. That's one that I'm not really familiar with.
Nigga, man, who really Shiesty?
Oh, that's his shit.
Yeah. How did this shit go?
That's Pooh Shiesty. Get It in Blood.
Yeah, he produced
that. Okay. That's a big ass production. All right.
So one of the last. You remember when I had performed at their showcase?
Yeah.
YC was there at the time before.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he gave away like some free beats.
Ooh.
Like for whoever won. Yeah. So shout out to YC.
Shout out to that for the artists.
Definitely dope to be put on that list.
Yeah.
Performer of the Year.
But let's finish it. It went to Hit Boy if y'all didn't know. But you know what I'm saying? That's the shit he was
Hit
laying
Boy
down.
Dominated.
And he's still running. Shout out to him and Game because they got something coming out.
And it sounded crazy.
Game is mad that he don't see his name on them top 50 artists lists.
Yeah.
You know them top 50 artists motherfuckers was doing earlier in the whole year? Game ain't seen his name on them.
Yeah.
He said he got something. He ready to. Anybody got something to say about it?
He's definitely on.
So shout out to Hit Boy. Keep making hits and keep doing your thing.
Hell yeah.
Word. Now just Hit Boy. You want to touch on another one?
Performer of the year.
Oh, okay. Who had a performer of the year? Yeah, girl.
Performer of the year kind of tricky because we still in COVID.
Yeah,
so
facts.
A lot of shit was, still shut down. And I guess, some of the award shows, I guess you could base this off of. But we got Doja Cat, Jack Harlow, Kanye West, Lil Baby, Meg Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty, and Tyler the Creator.
Now, just off top, I'm Meg, she's nice. You feel what I'm saying?
Performance-wise, for sure.
Performance-wise, so, these set of eyes, they really, they made to look at shit like that, and she always, that's her favorite part of the music to me is performing and shit.
Yeah.
I would have thought to her. But Doja is a great performer too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
see, I think Doja kind of get it from she's into the costumes.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Lady Gaga type
like
shit.
The fashion and
Lady Gaga that rap type shit.
Like some Met Gala type attire.
Word. She on that shit for real.
Hell yeah.
But that's a toss up with that.
Hell yeah.
That's a toss up with that. Just hip hop humanitarian award. You know what I'm saying? They gave it to Hov, and Hov deserved it.
For sure.
He making so many moves for other people and putting other things in position behind screens.
Yeah.
You gotta give him that award. You don't got to, but he earned it. He deserved it. You dig what I'm saying? So I think they paid homage to the right person in that one.
It's good to see Dolph name on this list.
Yeah, R.P. Dolph.
R.P. to Dolph. He did a lot for his community.
Brady was one of my favorites, for real.
Yeah, for sure. So shout out to Dolph.
Shout out to 50. 50 on here. He got the shows spinning and turning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He pushing them out, and they good too. Power Book 2, BMF, you know what I'm saying? Kanan, Raising Kanan.
He pushing P,
huh? He pushing P, pushing product and productivity and production. You know what I mean? Pushing platforms, pushing people on different platforms.
Absolutely.
Precisely, you dig?
And I seen
you see 21 on here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Trey the Truth for sure.
Trey always holding it down for Houston, always, you know what I'm saying, putting his hand in change. So shout out to Trey.
Shout out to me too, Meg.
Word.
The People's Champ. I don't know what the hell this is.
Nah, that's a long list, so
honestly.
I think they just doing that for the best whoever, because I see Nicki won it, so I guess she popped out of what she was in, you know what I mean, the baby and all that shit, having a baby and everything she, I don't know what that's about, but
she said she retired and then
come back.
She ain't retired.
So that's just, that's a good little wrap up of the awards.
Yeah, for sure.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm glad they noticing people for their hard work and keep it up. Y'all keep being creative, you know what I mean? Damn. And y'all, whoever's voting and shit, let somebody else win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop doing the standard voting, the standard this and that. Nah, like, do different ways to channel in these votes and calculate these votes up and see what's really, you know what I mean? Do a different way to spark it off.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm tired of seeing the same mundane shit.
For sure. So let's get into these Super Bowl predictions, man. If you hadn't been following the playoffs, man, we had a few crazy games.
Missed a good weekend last weekend. All 4 games going down to the wire. That means the final possession. Yeah. All 4 games.
For sure.
That's something wild.
For sure.
And just to add, like, shit, I picked all but 1 game, I picked winners. So I think I should have put some bread up.
You should have put some bread up.
I might have should have put some bread up.
Win.
I know. Next year, I'm gonna do it.
Nigga won like 100 racks or 50 cents. Like a child. I feel like. I think he was like a teenager.
Yeah, that's something definitely
get
worth
your DraftKings together. Get your
exactly.
You know what I mean,
word. Get your popcorn ready
on that shit. But yeah,
but nah.
man, we got the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Yep.
You got your Niners and your Rams.
This is it. This is the last duel. Whoever win this going to play the final duel. But now, I've always been a fan of the Bengals since Corey Dillon, since you know what I mean, Peter Ward.
Yeah.
I can name plenty more. Of course, Ocho, but it started with my boy Corey. So it started with Corey Dillon, but I always like their franchise. And my favorite player right now in the league is Joe Burrow.
That's your favorite player
in the league right now, Joe Burrow. He doing his thing, busting his ass fearlessly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He passing it with plenty of yards, getting no penalties. He pushing Pete.
Plus, I kind of feel like the Bengals are the underdogs.
They the underdogs. They're all the four. They're all 14 teams.
These 4 teams.
Word.
For sure.
I got them over the Chiefs.
You got them over the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in the Chiefs this year. Even though, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to bet against Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I feel the same way. I ain't really. It's like anyway. I think they could lose.
Them niggas got speed.
I mean, it went down to the last 13 seconds with the Bills and the Chiefs last week game.
Fact.
And the speed is what put them back in the game and took it to overtime and they won.
Yeah.
So just play hard. I feel like people be letting up against them.
That boy Cheetah is a video man.
You gotta press him at the line and have somebody zoned out in the back. So play man and have a zone coverage and back him. Just think, you know what I mean?
But they got like 3 niggas.
They got weapons, but with him, I'm definitely gonna press and yeah,
fact.
Double him. But anyway,
yeah,
you got that game, and then you got the second game. Wait, hold up. What was your pick for that game?
For
Chiefs and Bengals.
I'm gonna say Chiefs though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna say Chiefs?
I'm gonna say Chiefs on that one, just because I think they're too dangerous offensively. But I feel like if Joe Burrow is able to penetrate their secondary,
right?
Because you know what I'm saying, they got Tyrann Mathieu out at safety.
Yep.
They suspect. The Bills exposed them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can be done.
Suspect all year, but the only thing about that is when the Bills expose them, right? Kansas City is so good at their offensive run, they would shoot back with the points.
Yeah.
And the Bills had the top defense.
Yeah.
So just think Cincinnati ain't got the top defense, so they really gonna have to play penalty-free football. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what the playoffs is about. You can't be making the bullshit mistakes. No taunting, no getting up after the play, brushing shoulders with the other team. Leave that bullshit out of here because you're in the playoffs. Yeah. Like I was telling somebody the other day, like if I'm an owner, I'm passing out bonuses and incentives and shit like, yo,
yeah,
who got the game-winning sack? Who got the who stopped this motherfucker on third down? That's $50K I'm throwing you, $20K. Like, we want to win the Super Bowl for real.
Exactly.
So I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Bengals is gonna squeeze out of that.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, you know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow. They got some action over there. Yeah, it's the LSU shit. It's the LSU shit. And then on the flip side, the NFC side, you got the 49ers and the LA Rams. A West Coast duel. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The San Fran, the Bay versus LA, the LA duel.
Yeah.
So who you rocking with on that one?
I definitely got the Rams.
I want to go with the Rams too, but I'm not sleeping on the Bengals. I'm not sleeping on the 49ers because the Rams let Tom Brady and them come back from a 28 to 3 lead or 26 to 3 lead.
That shit was rigged.
I don't think it was rigged, but I think it's hard to rig football up when it comes to fumbles and interceptions. And if you're watching it, you can see it's real. I just think the Rams got a little bit too relaxed before it was all said and done.
Yeah.
You do that against the Niners, they're going to come up and win like they did against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers at home in Lambeau. Yep. Came away with them keys.
Cold in the motherfucker.
Yeah, cold in the motherfucker. Came away with them key special teams plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Took the game over.
I got the Rams because I just think they defense.
Yeah.
They gonna get after it.
Yeah.
Like
Aaron Donald got that shit.
Aaron Donald, Von Miller.
Yeah. Yeah, they active like
I
motherfuckers.
think they active at getting after the quarterback.
Facts.
Then they got your boy Ramsey.
Yeah.
So
he's protecting the secondary. And then on offense they so spicy they could score at will. You know what I mean? Shout out to Matt Stafford, shout out to Odell Beckham. Yeah. And shout out to Cooper Kupp. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's gonna be some.
That motherfucker right there almost threw the game away last week.
Well, we got through it. He won. Shout. It's alright. I think he could. He leading wide receivers in every category. He got leverage to make a mistake.
Yeah.
But he came back and made one of the game winning plays.
He did.
53 yard catch.
Yeah.
That's what it's all.
Shout out to his old lady.
Why? What's the name?
They said she was working like a full-time job to help support him through college and shit. You gotta get her the word, bro.
Teamwork make a dream work.
Yeah, you gotta get her the word for sure.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that no more. Not too often.
Not too often, man. And now she's reaping the benefits, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, Super Bowl, I got Chiefs and Rams. And I'm saying Rams gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
And I think, you know what I'm saying, with Odell Beckham signing that contract, I think it definitely worked out in his favor this year.
It definitely did. He definitely won the benefit of that. I got the Rams and the Bengals. And I got the Bengals squeezing that out. Another tight game.
Bengals beating the Rams.
I got the Bengals beating the Rams. I got the Bengals riding the rest of the way. I got the underdogs this time around. You know what I'm saying? I got the underdog this time around.
You gonna put some money on that?
I ain't gonna put no change on it now. We ain't gonna do no change on it. I want to see a good game.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
it's definitely gonna be some good games, man.
Yeah, that's the playoffs in a nutshell. Wrapping that up
for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Giving our mindset about that.
Hell yeah, for sure. Dig? So I kind of want to get into something that I kind of been asking myself lately, which is what motivates you. And I was telling fella earlier, you know, I've kind of stepped into this entrepreneur lane. So stepped away from my job, and you know, I kind of feel like, just think about life and how it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You young, you starting school, you know what I'm saying? You got your teachers telling you what to do the whole step of the way, basically. All the way up through grade school.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You might step out and get a little fast food job, something like that. You get out of that, graduate out of that, you go to college. A little bit more leeway, you know. They ain't breathing on your neck, just telling you, hey, you gotta get up, go to class. You miss class, it's on you.
They kind of got a lot more leeway, depending on what you were doing before you got there. Yeah.
But to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying, you still got people telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And then after that, you graduate that, you go work a job, you still got people telling you what to do. And I was telling him, this is really like the first time in my life where I felt lost in a way. I feel like I don't really have that structure no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything is a learning process.
Word.
I feel like I've kind of become addicted with learning the entrepreneur space and learning new technology, learning new programs, learning how to work the internet and all this social media shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm in that space right now. And I think I'm motivated by breaking the tradition. Like,
that's a good way to put it right there.
I feel like, you know, most people in my family work the 9 to 5. I feel like in 2022, it's the year of content. a content era.
Yeah.
Basically is what I called it. Like it's so many ways to make money. You just gotta find your niche and go.
Yep. You really gotta find, like he was saying, find that niche and go. And you got different ways that you're making a little bit of money in now. Find what you like the most and really key in on that.
Hone in on
that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be plenty of different obstacles that come your way. It's gonna be challenges. You know what I mean? Ups and downs. But
right.
I think COVID really gave us a different window to look out of, because we got time to sit down and really think things through, you know what I mean, and really plan another plan B, so to say, you know what I mean, because plan A was shut down for a moment and still kind of is. We don't know what's still going on, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, it woke a lot of people up because, you know what I'm saying, shit can be taken from you, like just like that. And, you know what I'm saying, that shit motivates you to actually try to do what you love.
Word.
But like find other ways of doing stuff outside of just like your 9 to 5. So a lot of entrepreneurs, you know, they stepped into a learning space.
Exactly. Like, and just going back to what you were saying, you always had somebody pushing you and telling you, pointing you to a certain direction. Now you're at a space where that's what motivates you. You know what I mean? That's what can motivate you. You picking and choosing how you want to go about this and how you're going to do it. And just, like you say, be motivated to push your way through. You know what I'm saying? What motivates me is just having less regret every day.
Yeah.
If I could go through the next day thinking to myself like, less regret, live by less regret. You know what I mean? I don't want to be worried about the mistakes I made yesterday. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, too cautious of the next move I make because I'm worried about a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get that out your mind and just go forward through it. Go forward, move forward with it. You know what I mean? Always ask questions.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Speak up. If you don't know something, don't be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people get ashamed and because they have to ask questions, you know what I mean? Because they don't know the information.
Yeah.
That's the key thing in life, is getting the information, taking it in and pushing it out how you want to push it out.
Right.
So, you know, we living in some tricky times, but you just really gotta just, you know what I mean, find something and really go do it all the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Word.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. We just gotta expand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. Like, just building this shit from the ground up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You ain't got no boss. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of went from a passion project to now it's like we learning what mistakes we've made on the way, and we're correcting those things and improving it and making it better. The chemistry is getting better, especially, you know what I'm saying, with this podcast.
Definitely.
I see big things. Like 2022 is that shit is inspiring in itself to be here another year.
Yeah, it is, man. It's looking up. You feel what I'm saying? And
for sure.
Don't let challenges hinder you either. Like, people run across a challenge and they just, fuck it, I ain't gonna mess with it no more.
Right.
By you constantly working around that, you building yourself, you know what I'm saying, for the next obstacle that you gotta overcome with it.
Yeah.
And that's really the truth, like,
yeah.
And that could be.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, don't be afraid to fail. Like, let's go back to asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to grow with somebody, or, you know what I mean. Like, some people don't like getting told what to do.
Right.
You could perceive it like that, but really, if you want the information, you're gonna have to hear from somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean, or really, you know what I'm saying, key on the work yourself. But it's still good to get somebody's advice. You know what I mean, but
yeah. And I'm gonna even say this: don't be so quick to pay somebody to do something for you.
Yeah, that's another fact.
I think a lot of this shit is simple. It's just we lack the information.
Yeah, it's the information, bro.
It's like some of that shit, man, you can figure out on your own, man.
Yeah.
Like I've taught myself how to do a ton of stuff.
Word.
And I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning.
Don't be afraid to keep learning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Teach yourself a new skill every day.
Word.
Yeah.
Learn something about it. I know everybody, if you sit and think about it, you learn something different about yourself every single day. And it could be the smallest to the largest thing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Anything from as small as, I'm just realizing I put my right leg in my pants first. Like, little shit like that, you know what I mean? But it's still something that you learning about yourself every day.
That's crazy. You just observing, like.
Yeah.
Even with quarantine, man, you know, we spend so much time alone and at home. You just start paying attention to different stuff.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So just really evolve with the world that's spinning around you, man.
Yeah.
Because it's going to continue to spin. And if you're lucky and healthy enough, you're going to continue to live through it. So just evolve with it. That's what we really, that's what this show is about. That's what this brotherhood is about. You know what I mean? We mainly a hip hop based show, but we speak about all different current events, and we just giving our mind frame and our mindset on the topics. You dig what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all for joining the conversation, but that's what mindset is about.
Oh yeah,
that's what it's about, and that's why we give these flowers. every episode. You know what I'm saying? Shouting somebody else out for their influence, their hard work, their drive. They're the best of them.
Yeah.
We appreciate them. You feel me?
Exactly.
Who you want to spill yours out to?
I got a special one today, man. Over the week, I feel like it was over the weekend. Kind of got some sad news. I want to give my flowers to Regina King.
Shout out to that.
She lost her son this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that don't deal with death that easily, and I can just imagine the pain that she going through.
Yeah.
You know, I heard somebody play a clip earlier. It was basically like a compilation of Regina King, you know what I'm saying, every time they was out, or, you know, she was winning an award, she would always praise her son.
Yep.
Telling everybody about, you know, how proud she was of him. And I think that was her only child.
Wow.
So you can imagine the impact that it had on her.
26 years old, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think 26 years old.
So. But yeah, man, if you happen to see this, we love you. We praying for you. Condolences to the family, and Regina King, you get my flowers.
Right now, she needs loved ones around her, and you know,
for sure.
Whether or not we know what the facts of the matter is, it's just another life lost, and at a young age, and we just wish you well in the healing process and with everything, you know.
For sure.
But yeah, flowers to Regina and her family.
For sure.
With me, I got now this is an artist I've been rocking with for like, I'll say a strong 9-10 years, maybe 8-9 years. Strong 8-9 years. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of trials and tribulations. You feel me? Music always been consistently good. You know what I'm saying? I want to give my flowers to the guy right now because he's changing up as a person. You can see his personality's changing. You know what I mean? He's letting people. He's giving his voice out to bring awareness. You know what I mean? For those who need it. For various different topics that he talks about as far as music, life, spiritual things. You know what I mean? He's just really in tune with himself. I can say that for the most part, he's in tune with himself to the maximum level. Yeah. And it's a good look. You know what I mean? It's a good look for his family. It's a good look for even the fans who are his fans to look at him and it's the good vibe shed off on them. And I got to give my flowers to Kevin Gates, man.
Man,
Shout out to Gates. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Like I said, I've always been rocking his music. I've seen just like his latest 5 or 6 interviews, and you know what I mean, and just like you can tell, he in a whole different space, and he's really speaking about it to help somebody who might need to hear that. You know what I mean? Who's in a dark space, and it's therapy for him getting off his chest. And shit, when you living good and vibing out and feeling good, give back. And he's doing that with his voice. You know what I'm saying?
Working
so
out, you know what I'm saying? His diet change,
all that, his whole spectrum. Yep.
I think he meditated a lot.
Yep, meditating.
Bunch of different things. That shit just all lining up.
It's all this in alignment, dog. And he talking about all that too. He talking about physical, spiritual things, dreams, all type of shit. Just tap into Kevin Gates, check him out. You know what I mean? If you ain't familiar with him. But that Louisiana boy going off. You hear me, Woody? You know what I mean? He like I threw my flip on it, right?
For sure.
But nah, shout out to boy Kevin. You know what I mean? And that's the flower. So Mindset Podcast, we got more stuff coming at y'all. Plenty more interviews. We got interviews lined up for real, for real.
Sure.
You dig what I'm saying? We got different looks, different cuts. You dig? And it's just we pushing on like never before, like we've been doing.
For sure.
The Mindset Podcast.
For sure, man. Make sure y'all head over to moshuppublishing.com.
Do that.
Get your merch. Mindset Podcast, tees, hoodies. Check us out, man.
Yup. Pop, Brady, fella. We out of here.
Out of here.
Yep.
Heaven, can you hear me crying out for help? Praying to the Lord that got my righteous step. I really learned a lot inside this Bible belt, but I ain't have no control.